starting. Perfect. So as usual, we will share the recording after our call, and then everybody can revisit what we discussed today. Well, okay, guys, then let's start with today's discussion. I have a slight echo. I think it's from you, Gio. I will mute you. Let's see if that works. Yes, now it works better. So later when we have our community questions part, you can just unmute or I will unmute you if there are questions to ask. Okay, let's now start with our AMA for today. So first of all, thank you for all of you to join us for this very interesting project that probably not everybody was aware of before, even though OG or organic growth, as they are called, is already in the market for a while. We will hear a lot of OG, what it is, what they are doing in a bit. But before we start, I would like to welcome you, Christian. Welcome to the flock. Welcome to the team of Ravens. And we usually start by asking our guests to tell us a little bit more about themselves. On the one hand side, about you, Christian. Who are you? How did you come into crypto? And on the other hand side, about your team. Yeah, where is your team coming from? Because you have a quite diverse team. So we would be interested in learning more about you.
Yeah, thanks for this warm welcoming. Yeah, and thanks for having me here. I'm so excited to be able to talk to you about our project. And our project is called Organic Growth. Yeah, and I'm here alone today because as we are currently working flat out on certain milestones, the main team is working hard on stuff that's approaching in September. Later on, I will tell you more about it. So my name is Christian. I am a father of 3 children, and I'm from Germany. I am the growth and portfolio manager at Organic Growth, PT Ltd. That's registered company in Singapore. The founders are Joey and Jawad. They are from Malaysia. And Jawad is originally from Morocco, but immigrated to Malaysia. And we also have Miguel Diaz. He's from Spain. He's a strategy and operations manager, and 2 advisors. So the OG team consists of 6 core members, and so far 10 more helping hands in marketing, sales, and social media. It's a very familiar team that we have, and we share a lot time together because we have been friends for over years now. Yeah, how did I find my way in crypto? So I was sitting in a car in 2017. I was sitting in my car listening to the radio, and a radio speaker talked about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and he was bad mouthing the new kind of currencies. And every time someone is bad mouthing something, I listen more closely and do my own research. And that's how I got addicted to crypto. I have not regretted doing the research, and yeah, here I am.
Super nice story. So we should have met earlier, Christian, because then maybe you could also have enlightened me in 2017. But yeah, I missed that point. Never mind.
Me too.
Okay. Well, what I think is always interesting is when we have team members from projects that know each other from already before they started the project together, because I think it has some kind of quality, because you already know what those people you will be working with are good at, and you have also personal ties, which is actually stronger than if you just have a very fresh team that nobody knows one another. You know what I mean? So I think this is also an advantage a lot of projects have, that if they knew each other before starting the project.
Yeah, of course, I agree. So the first sentence of your question got interrupted by a scratch here, so I heard only the last part. Can you repeat
Ah,
it, please?
okay,
The
yeah.
first part.
It was not a question. It was more a statement. I just said I think
Okay.
it's an advantage if project owners
Yeah,
and project members know each other from beforehand. So
yeah,
it's not like you come together, you're very strangers, and well, it all depends on the success of your token or whatever, but rather that you already knew each other before and you are working as a team because you like each other, you have exchanges also on a personal level. I think this is also a very strong sign usually for projects.
indeed, exactly. Because, well, once you know somebody else's character, yeah, it makes it much easier to work with them. Yeah,
Indeed.
and so we've been through a lot of struggles in the past, yeah, not fighting to each other, but we tried a lot, and also we're hunting together projects and so on, and got a lot of contacts together, and we had a lot of talks with different people. All you can do is do your experience with them, and these 6 people here, they stick together and we try our best.
Nice, nice. You have a nice little family, and you
Yeah,
can already feel that when you join the OG channel and feel the warmth and comfy feeling that you have there. So it's really family-like. I like that. So Christian, now tell us a little bit more about your role in the project. You mentioned you are a growth and portfolio manager. What does that exactly mean?
of course. As the growth and portfolio manager, I report directly to the founders of Organic Growth. Joey and Jawad are the founders. They are all friends of mine, like I already said, and they have a magical knack for turning thoughts into reality. And I help the company grow and get more stability and reputation by always contacting, or my voice, interesting and potential partners, and working out with them to what extent or collaboration is possible and makes sense for all parties that are involved. I investigate risks, further growth, and many other things in the analytical fields. And to
So
go into the individual details now, I think it would massively be beyond the scope, because there are so many things I do there. So
agree, but it's interesting because then you're on the forefront of really discussing all the aspects of OG. But then Christian, tell us a little bit more about the project itself. What does OG stand for? You already named it organic growth, but tell us in a few sentences, what are you doing at organic growth?
um, can you hear me? Because my mic is, yeah.
Yes, Christian, we hear
Yeah.
you very well.
Oh,
Did you hear
sorry.
my question?
Yes, I heard
Okay.
it. My mic just blinked, and I wasn't sure if it was on.
Oh, it
So
works.
we wanted to choose OG. OG stands for organic growth, and we wanted to choose OG as it is the best quick phrase that people can stick with. But at the same time, we are a serious company in which we would like to focus on growing with the rest of the crypto industry in the future. And Organic Growth, or PTE Ltd, is a startup that aims to bridge the gap of current inaccessibility and inconvenience for businesses, startups, or people in the crypto space by providing a freelance job marketplace for easier access to hiring and working in the space. And OG platform is a one-stop platform for crypto enthusiasts to explore cryptocurrency projects. Crypto project or business owners to solve hiring challenges, partnerships between projects to grow the cryptocurrency industry, and for freelancers or agencies to seek opportunities. And there is Currently, no major player in the Web3, so far that I know, in the space that works as a centralized solution for hiring working currently. And that is what makes us special. We strive to grow with the rest of the cryptocurrency industry and contribute to the people in the space, whether it's to provide networking. That's the most important thing. Whether it's to provide easier access to hiring or working. The point is to grow organically, with the industry, as we work with the rest in the space to prove that this disruptive technology will be the new money. And I think there's no point to disagree.
Yes, agree. So basically, what you mentioned, I like a lot, the one-stop solution. It's basically you offer all those expertise in hiring, in helping with employees, but also in the marketing area. Is that correct?
Yes.
Nice. And are you also providing services to potential employers, like advising them on candidates, like really explain to them, okay, you have that kind of job role at your company, let's say a programmer, and this programmer needs to program in a certain language. Are you then trying to match on your platform and say, okay, we have this guy, he's super good, and we would advise you to take him on, or how does the process work?
Yeah, we are a platform that matches these candidates with employers. Our leaderboard service and rating system provide employers with enough information about who is the best candidate for their jobs, and freelancers will strive to get the best ratings. And for this reason, they will work better and try to satisfy their clients, of course. And employers will have better insights into what they are hiring or who they are hiring. And in addition, in the future, we will offer our G services where we will advise potential projects about the best freelancers and give them guidance.
That's very nice, because I think that's a very rare deed in the crypto space, especially because everything with crypto is always considered a little bit shady, especially from people that are not in crypto yet but have good ideas. And if they want to move into crypto, they are scared that they will be scammed right away, or that there are employees that they just tell them, the anything, to be employed and to get a few bucks. So how do you ensure quality then? How do you, is there a pre-screening for those freelancers, or is there any mechanic to avoid that people do not do a decent work or a decent job?
Oh, yeah. So the thing is the KYC. Yeah. Everyone that registers on our platform has to do a KYC with us. And we have that this smart contract escrow, that will be safe for both sides. For example, when a crypto project owner wants to hire a web designer, he hires him, and they talk to each other about what he wants to have delivered and so on. Then he purchases for it, and our escrow contract keeps that money as long as the client is satisfied and gives his okay to pay out. And then this is the way we try to fight the scammers. And I think this gives a lot of security, security feeling. Sorry for my voice, but I'm with my fever, it's not enjoying.
I wouldn't have recognized it. Don't worry.
Okay. So, was there another question?
No, I think you answered very, very nicely. So
Yeah.
basically, it's a very good security step. I think that only payment is done once also the client accepts the service. So I think that's a very, very good system,
Yeah.
and it ensures that there is
We
not a lot of fraud.
yeah, so basically we focus on B2B, yeah, and how to make the space a bit safer. We declared war on the scammers with our smart escrow contract, and all our utilities are aimed at growing the network into cryptocurrency space. This would include from providing networking opportunities within the space, connecting businesses for transactions where transactions are fully payable via crypto, and transactions are secured by escrow-based smart contracts to ensure non-foul play from both parties who are engaged in these transactions. And yeah, but through various utilities, we also want to give ordinary investors a better understanding of the world of crypto. Of course, we don't only focus on B2B. It's our main customer, but we also want to get ordinary, normal investors.
Yeah, I like that also a lot because it's your project is already a utility in itself. You know, there are so many projects out there. They have a good idea, but then they don't know how to bring it to life, what to do really. And with OG, it's already there. It's super nicely done. There are security steps in there, and you have, as you said, a main B2B part, and there is a side pillar of B2C, like business to consumer, I would say, because you have also an own token, the OG token, which is also super interesting about you. Can you tell us a little bit more about the investment opportunities at OG? What is actually the token? What is its utility,
Yeah,
etc.?
of course, of course. Yeah, our OG token is the main governance token for our services. This is the first part. Billboards, AMA, OG services, newsletter will have to be paid with OG tokens. And yeah, but it's better than that. You will be able to pay with OG tokens and our more added value. The escrow function will be open only for OG token payments. So for safest payments, you will need to buy OG. And for that reason, one of our focus now is to build our client base and business. And when when the platform starts to be used with good volume, the token will be benefit and it will pump. To summarize it in short, payment option for employers. Escrow function can be triggered only through payment with a method using OG token. Payment option for features on OG platform main page. Payment option for spot on promoted leaderboard. A payment option for Telegram promotions. Payment option for Ask Me Anything sessions like here. Yeah. Payment options for banner ads and promoted spots. And the most important thing for me, in my opinion, for the investors is that those who hold those tokens will always get 1% reflection of every buy and sell tax, yeah, and of every transaction that will happen on the platform. So if you hold a bag, hold it, and it will grow automatically. So it's like an auto staking mechanism, and our taxes are 5% for sell and buy. We have included 3% marketing, development, and team wallet, 1% for buyback and manual burn, and yeah, this 1% reflection to the holders. Yeah, this is for myself.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of utility in there actually, or a lot of ways to secure utility for the token. I think this is also an opportunity that investors might miss sometimes, that there's actually a super nice use case, and you connected the dots. If I may say so, basically, I can just hold my tokens and benefit from reflections, but on the other hand side, you created a lot of use cases for the token on your platform to actually be used and be relevant, which is
Yes,
also something that a lot of projects miss in the
yes.
conceptualization. Very nice. Um, so now I mentioned it at the beginning, Christian. You are not the newest project, so you're not in the market just since yesterday, but you've been around already before the bear market started. Um, so we are in a bear market space, I would say, currently. Has this been a challenge for OG, especially because you launched maybe in a more hyped period of the crypto space, and then you were there when the market went down? Um, how did you experience that, or was it maybe also an opportunity for OG?
So, as I remember, we launched in March. We launched in March 22. Yeah, we worked on the project since September 21. But we launched in March 22, and as far as I remember, the market was already going down. Uh, I don't know if it's only me who's feeling this way, but I saw it coming. Yeah,
I think BTC was at 45 or something like that when
yeah,
when when
yeah,
you launched. Yeah.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, so, however, we saw it coming. We knew a bearish market will approach. So, um, we launched, although we knew about it, and we saw that the market fear was at an all-time high, to be honest, when it all dumped, and we did it anyway. So what? Why did we do it? Well, we are not a project that depends solely on the charge of its token. Our focus is on the platform and the other utilities we deliver. So if they are running and there's movement there, the chart will automatically stay healthy, which will then benefit the investors for sure. And it will not hurt our project if we slide from a bull market to a bear market. We know that after every rain comes sunshine. This applies to all areas of life, in business too. And we use the seasonal times for certain activities. Like now we are in a bearish market. So what are we doing here? We are trying to create innovative ideas how to change progresses. And what will we do in a bullish market? Yeah, what we cheer with everyone, of course, yeah, and we would be happy in the bullish market. But after every bullish market, there comes a bear market, and we get prepared for the bearish market, of course.
Yeah, and the good thing is that the utility is not really depending on the market
Yeah.
situation, because uh, even in a bearish market, companies need employees. Other companies need marketing services. So it's not like everything just shuts down because it's a bearish market. Maybe business declines, but still there's so much from your utility that is needed throughout those times, which is actually a benefit for OG, I guess.
Also, the bearish market forces many projects owners or many freelancers to be safe, not to be scammed by anyone. Yeah. So, and we provide a service that this is not possible to be scammed.
Nice. So we just briefly touched upon it, but you're also a marketing agency in a certain way, and you're experts in that field. We have a lot of B2B, or we have a lot of project owners and employees from crypto projects in our channel as well. Looking from a marketing aspect at those projects, what would you recommend them as a marketing agency? Would you recommend them to now market like hell, or would you recommend them to, well, save your money for better times? What is the
Oh,
right approach?
okay. Whether or not to market aggressively in times like these always depends on the current situation of the project and the budget. And it doesn't always make sense to me to advertise aggressively in dark times like these. So the entire crypto market is currently running 99% fewer paid ads on TV and radio, while we saw an advertising budget of about 85 million US dollar as recently as February 22. It was actually down to 36,000 US dollar in July. So Adobe has a study, and they found out that online and magazine advertising is much better in receiving than TV or radio. So you see all those huge players like Crypto.com, Binance, and so on, that they step back from radio and TV advertisement. They slowed down their advertisement in 3 months, 99%. They focus now on online and magazines, and for sure on their own how's it called, universities. Yeah, they offer how to learn crypto and so on. So this is a marketing and an intelligent marketing strategy they use. So well, I think that you should always advertise to work on your own branding. That's true. You should never stop to work on your own branding. Above all, intelligent marketing is more important. When projects find each other, they can advertise together more cheaply when they work together, or even push each other on all channels they use, for example. And it is also important to be active over and over on all socials, for sure. So it's branding. And however you take it, it's better to grow together than alone. Yeah? In times like these, serious projects should always stick together and work together.
Yeah, very nice words. And very true. A lot of truth also in there. It's a time for a lot of projects to also get back to their core. You know, they were maybe hyped, pumped up to the across the scale, and now there's time to think about the core of the business. What should we concentrate on in times where the hype is gone, because we still have a business to run, and focusing on yourself, teaming up with partners, that's the right time to do that, because
True.
you just have the time for it.
Yeah.
So is that also what OG is doing currently, or maybe aiming towards the question, what are your plans for the next bull run?
Oh, what we're planning. Okay. Our next big
Yes.
uh, uh, yeah, our next big milestone is right under our noses. Yeah, we will be hosting our um, our first digital expo from September the 8th to September 9th. And we will then host this again and again in aftermath. Logically, we want to use this event to expand our branding on the market and thus become better known. Of course, we use intelligent marketing. But the expo is primarily about growing together and expanding a broad network. Projects have the chance to present themselves with their own booth, and visitors have the opportunity to get to know these projects. But there will also be speakers with interesting topics that will be presented, and a visit will be worthwhile in any case, for sure. And project owners will also have the opportunity to meet and exchange ideas in closed chat rooms with partners they choose to have a talk and so on. And yeah, today networking is the be all and end all. To always get interesting projects, speakers, and other exhibitors, we also visit worldwide physical expos. So the founders, Joey and Javad, and two other team members, Bal and Zahir, have already been to expos in Asia. So they visited different events in Singapore, and it is remarkable how much contacts you make by being active and presenting such an interesting project like organic growth. So feel free to share our link to our expo. It will be very interesting, and you all are welcome.
Yes,
Another interesting
Christian,
milestone would
before
be,
you continue, just one hint
yeah,
at the community, because this is actually very interesting. We will share the
sure.
links to the OG Expo afterwards, because OG Expo tickets are also among the giveaways for today. Those tickets are usually quite strictly limited, but we managed to get some for the community here. And you will be able to join if you win the tickets in September, which is actually in almost a week. So we are already very excited, and we saw that a lot of exciting projects are also partners and will be present during your expo. So very nice milestone, Christian. But sorry, I
You
interrupted.
just reminded me of the pressure. It's almost a week.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes. So we are thankful that you took the time, even in these times. But anyhow, I interrupted you, Christian. Sorry, you
No,
had
no
you
worries.
had
I
something you
thank
wanted to
you.
share.
Yeah, no worries. It is your right to interrupt me, and you added a lot of good information. So, another interesting milestone I wanted to talk about is the features on the main page that we will launch soon. On OG platform main page, there will be a separate column highlighting only features. So there will be available articles, interviews, special announcements, updates, and winner of the project grants, etc. They will be published, and in this column, different marketers, designers, celebrities, or cryptocurrency project owner can also contact OG to request for a release to be made in exchange for payment. So occasionally, OG will pick top news or interesting information of certain cryptocurrency projects to be shared on the platform on complimentary basis. And as organic growth main motivation is to grow the cryptocurrency world together with investors and other creators, sources such as this is extremely valuable to help spread wonderful and exciting news related to the cryptocurrency space, in my opinion.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that. It's super. So, Christian, I think we had a lovely talk together. I will ask you one last question, and then I will lead over to the community questions for today. Um, but before I do that, let's close our one-to-one with an interesting one. Uh, what have been OG's biggest learnings in the past couple of months?
Our biggest learning. There are some learnings, yeah, but okay, the most important learning is that we achieve what we set out to do if we stay on the ball and don't let setbacks deter us. So, furthermore, some people do not seem interested in sharing success. So, fuck it. Sorry for my words, but it is how it is. And we have had countless conversations with many people, interesting people, and uh, But the best ones were those that were face to face. And if you want to connect, you should do it in an honest and personal way, in my opinion. Therefore, we visit physical expos. Miguel, the strategy and operations manager, and me, we will visit the Bitcoin 2022 together with the partner project in October in Amsterdam. And there we will try to get connected to more projects, and then we will visit a physical expo in Spain and so on. So we are focusing on Europe, and the founders and the advisors are focused on Asia. Yeah, and maybe in spring 23 I will make it to Florida. Let's see what we will achieve there. It's very interesting, this journey, and the biggest learning, like I said, is if you set a goal, try to reach this goal. Don't give up, and you will achieve it. This is what I learned in the last months. Um, it is also amazing how fearful some are of offers that are completely free. Yeah, for example, our expo. When we approach projects and tell them, hey, we run an expo in September, the first expo is totally free for you. Come and join us. Nah, is Binance there? No, Binance is not there. I won't come. And so, so this is, I don't think, why do they stop trying? Yeah, when they get an opportunity, something is for free, you should jump in it. Yeah, and take the shot. And it seems that still not really many have understood that you also take full risk as a project sometimes.
Yeah, it's very, very nice closing words. Take the opportunities that come to you and try to fulfill the goals that you set at the start. I agree, Christian. So thank you so much for our one-to-one talk. I think it was super interesting as always, talking to you. And now we would like to open the floor to our community to ask questions. Today we also have very nice giveaways. So we will award the best 2 questions with USDTs and of course with OG Expo tickets. So you will be able to participate with this in this awesome learning session, in this awesome project sharing session that will be hosted on the 8th and the 9th of September. And with that, I would say, let's fire away, community. You can ask your questions in the chat. You can ask your questions over the voice call, whatever is best. Christian is here for you. And of course, as always, we love to hear you speak, but we will also read what you're writing. So maybe, Christian, I start first with a question I just saw in the chat popping up from Juan Molina. He's saying there will be a ranking or a mark which allows people to see the best marketers in your marketplace. Is there a ranking?
Not yet, but we are planning a ranking, of course. Yeah, but we would like to keep it fair. So there are, for example, if you have 10 freelancers that offer, let's go back to web design, or offer contract writing. Yeah. And one of them has a name that is already known in crypto space. And of course, they will book him more because he's more well known than the others. That doesn't mean that the others are not as good as he is, or you know what I mean. So we would like to keep it fair, and therefore we have to figure out how we would do it. Ranking is okay, but when you overrank one person, the others won't be treated fair. You know, do you get my point? What I mean? So
Yeah. So
yeah,
you're looking at how to build a fair mechanism in the
yeah,
end.
yeah. Yeah.
Very good. We have another question by Jayabaya. I hope I pronounced it correctly, my friend. And I think it comes down in the question to question who or what partnerships did you secure so far, and who are the best or the greatest partners for OG?
At that moment, I think I can already announce it because we shared it on our expo website, ogexpo.io. So I don't know if you know Solid Proof. It's a huge KYC and auditor. They are based in Germany. They are a registered company, and they are well known by project owners. They do also marketing and mostly audit contracts and KYC. So those guys are our main partners at the moment, and we will meet them. I will meet them with Miguel in October at the Bitcoin Expo 22, and then we will look together for more partners. We also have other huge partners. I cannot talk about them at the moment because this will be surprises at the expo. There will be many speakers. If you take a look at the speakers, you might get some hints.
Nice. Okay, it's good. I actually shared at the same time the link to the OG Expo website. So on that website you will find the speakers. So maybe you get then all the informations needed, or all the information available so far. But thanks for sliding that tip, Christian. On Chandrima is asking, well, OG has an elite membership club. What is this membership club? Is it what privileges do you get? And how can we become part of it?
Yeah, you can become part of the. Well, let me open it. The elite membership club when you hold minimum 50,000 tokens, and currently it's not much, and we have always a period of time. Now it's running from the 21st August until the 4th September. When you hold 50,000 token, you become for the next round elite membership, and future pre-sales for whitelist and so on, specialized AMAs, and many benefits will reach you. So you will always be the first one that gets information. You will always be the first one that get the opportunity for a pre-sale whitelist and AMA seats and so on.
Nice. So there's actually also again utility for being one close member. I like that. Okay, we have. Do we have
Let me
any?
check. Let me check. One. Sorry for interrupting you. Let me check how many members we currently have in the elite membership club. Currently, we have 24. So
Nice. So if we get in now, we still have a very big voice in decision making.
Yeah. So all you have to do is register for it. Yeah. So if you hold 50,000 token minimum and you don't register, you won't get into the club.
Okay,
so,
that's a very nice tip actually. So guys, look out for that. We have some other questions. Is there anybody that is bold enough to asking their question on the phone, on the line? You know, we usually that you have a better chance if you ask Christian directly on the phone to be actually eligible for the win. If not, I will continue to read it out. But don't hesitate to speak up if you want. We have a question by Jason, and he's asking basically, well, many projects face a lot of problems. It looks good in the white paper, but then at a certain point there come problems. The project's mission is maybe collapsing. And how do you think OG will overcome that stage? How do you think OG will be more solid than other projects in being a more permanent listing in the crypto space?
Yeah, and it's like I already short mentioned it. I think I mentioned it briefly. It is we focus on our project, on the utilities, not really on the token. The token is an utility of our project. We use the token to run the project, and our main part is to keep our project alive. So how can we do it? Work hard. Work harder and harder. We don't give up, and we have a lot of savings. Yeah, so we already invested a lot of money. The escrow contract alone was the most expensive thing ever I have seen ever in my business life, and I'm 44 years old. So it wasn't easy, and when you invest such a huge amount and so much time, sweat, tears, blood, you don't give it up, no matter what happens. And how will we? Yeah, what is the question? There was a second question, wasn't there? How does a project
Well, how do you
overcome?
overcome a potential collapse? But I think you answered it, because basically
Yeah,
you're saying you know each other from before. You
yeah,
are not only partners, but you are friends, and you put
yeah,
a lot of effort in it. So that's your
yeah,
answer.
yeah. There's no way to collapse, or yeah, the world goes down under. I don't know.
I like your passion, Christian. That's nice to hear that. We have another question coming in from Phil Ankauf. He's asking, why did you choose the amount of 57 million tokens as your as your cap? And he's adding that usually a lot of projects, they start off with huge or massive amounts of tokens, and then they do their burning. And he's also adding that he likes what you're doing. He's just interested in why you're doing it like this.
Okay, so we already launched with a version 1 contract a couple of weeks before we launched the second one, and there was a issue we had to solve. The developer did not see some issues, and they couldn't be solved. So we had to write a new contract, and to make it fair to all investors that are already invested, we had to calculate the 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 total supply that it fits to what they invested. So we minimized our. Usually we had 100 million tokens, and now we launched with 57 million tokens. So it was only a calculating thing that all investors that already invested in version 1 yeah, weren't treated unwell. Yeah, they were treated fair, and they got more out of it than before. So once we make mistakes, we give the double back.
That's good, but
Yeah,
I think that your entire project is a lot about trust and transparency and fairness,
yeah,
and I think that
yeah.
that's
I'm,
something
I'm,
that is
I'm
very rare.
yeah, and 57 millions. Come on, 57 million tokens. Oh my gosh! Imagine we will reach a market cap of $57 million. This would mean one token would cost $1. So look at the price now.
Yeah, indeed, but it's your goal, right? It's your goal, Christian.
Yeah, it
You're getting
is.
there.
My goal is 5 billion market cap. Okay, this is my goal.
Very good, very good. I like that. Always be ambitious. Um,
Yeah.
All right, I see questions are coming in, and I really like that. I will. Let's do the following. I will allow one more question, and then we close it up, because it has been such a lovely talk. And usually you should stop things once they are at its best. So I will take Calvin's question, and Calvin's question is putting into consideration the market conditions and how the bear market has been reducing the value of the liquidity pool holdings of most projects. What are your plans, or do you have plans to peg or hedge the pool for excessive devaluation? So basically, what is your risk managing techniques that you apply in OG?
Let me read the question again, please. 1 second.
Sure, it's a long question.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is a good question. And to be honest, I cannot answer this question at the moment. But I would love if Joey will give me the answer, and I forward it to you, Calvin, or to you, Manu, and you can post it here.
Yes, we
Because
will do that.
this is a question. I'm not the one that is talking nonsense right now, because this is a good question. I think we found the best question here.
Okay, no, I like it. Also that you're open in saying, okay, I don't know the answer, but we will
Yeah.
answer it. That's also something that is very rare, that people are actually telling you the truth instead of saying something. And I think Joey will be happy to answer it. So Calvin, you will
Yeah, of
have
course.
your answer, and the whole Ravens group will have their answer, I guess, by tomorrow latest, and we will post it in the group chat here.
Yeah, and it is indeed the very best answer this evening. Question.
You took it away already, Christian. Okay, but since we don't have the answer for that, let's take another one for now and then close it up.
Okay. Okay.
Radea is asking, is OG open to all crypto projects, or what are your conditions that those projects need to meet in order to join your marketing space, in order to get your services?
Okay.
Also looking at the expo, because we know ourselves that you have certain conditions for the expo. You could also talk about that, right?
Yes. Yes. So for the expo, the most important requirement is please be doxed, and this is a trust thing. Yeah, and be a registered company is much better. Yeah, of course, it's not a must, but please be doxed and KYC with us. So these are the requirements, because we don't want to risk to work with partners that, you know how evil this crypto space is. And you can talk a lot about trust and so on, yeah, but when you don't have any evidences in your hand, it doesn't make sense to work that hard together and grow together, and then get this evil surprise after a couple of months. Hey, there was a rugger. You know what I mean? So yeah, these are from my side the requirements.
Great, Christian. I think this is also reflecting again the security you're giving on the one hand side your investors, but on the other hand side your projects, by always having this reciprocal. We want to know about you, and you get our services, and then we can come to clients and whatever and solve their issues together. So your entire project is just so transparent that you really got me super well interested. I mean, I was interested before, but now I'm even more interested.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you so much for being here today, for being our guest today. And I think a lot of us are already looking forward to your expo, and to what nice things you will share with community, with projects there. So again, mark it in your agendas, guys. It's the 8th and the 9th of September. Super important date. It's the OG Virtual Expo #1 to go for. With that,
Yeah.
Christian, again,
Plus,
thank you
plus,
so
plus,
much. Yes,
let me please add one thing,
of
okay?
course.
Those projects who will attend at the first expo, yeah, will always get huge commission on all following expos. So a huge
Discounts, you mean?
discounts,
Discounts,
yeah,
yeah.
not commission. Commission is another thing. Sorry, and yeah, this is also one thing that should not be forgotten. And
Yeah.
thank you that I was allowed to be here. Yeah, thanks for having me here and
Happy to have you.
for this possibility. It was very nice.
Yes, it was very nice indeed, Christian. And we both will talk anyways, because we will do the selection of the best questions
Yeah,
within the next few hours. And as usual, we will let the winners know in the group chat so everybody is aware. And also Kelvin's question we will answer within the hours once Joey came back with the
yeah,
right answer. Super nice, Christian, and super nice, Ravens. Thank you so much for being our guest today. We wish you an awesome evening or an awesome morning wherever you are in the world, and enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, stick with us for awesome updates that are coming up next. Have a great evening, everyone.
you too. Thank you.